Hi guys, today we're gonna reading Genesis 2 and Genesis 3. So let's do it. So the heavens so 1. So the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. 2. On the seventh day God had completed his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had. 3. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, for on it he rested from all his work of creation. 4. These are the records of the heavens and the earth concerning their creation at the time that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. 5. No shrub of the field had yet grown on the land, and no plant of the field had yet sprouted, for the Lord God had not made it rain on the land. But there was no man to work the ground. 6. But mist would come up from the earth and water all the ground. 7. Then the Lord God formed the man out of dust from the ground and breathed the breath of life into his nostrils, and the man became a living being. 8. The Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he placed the man he had formed. 9. The Lord God caused to grow out of the ground every tree pleasing in appearance and good for food, including the tree of life in the middle of the garden, as well as the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. 10. A river went out from Eden to water the garden. From it there it divided and became the source of 4 rivers. 11. The name of the first is Pishon, which flows through the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold. 12. Gold from that land is pure. Bdellium and onyx are also there. 13. The name of the second river is Gihon, which flows through the entire land of Cush. 14. The name of the third river is Tigris, which runs east of Assyria, and the fourth river is Ephrates. 15. The Lord God took the man and placed him in the Garden of Eden to work it and watch over it. 16. And the Lord God commanded the man, "You are free to eat from any tree of the garden." 17. But you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for on that day you eat from it, you will certainly die. 18. Then the Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper cor- corresponding to him." 19. The Lord God formed out of the ground every wild animal and every bird of the sky, and brought each to the man to see what he would call it. And whatever the man called a living creature, that was its name. 20. The man gave names to all the livestock, to the bird of the sky, and to every wild animal. But for the man no helper was found corresponding to him. 21. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to come over the man, and he slept. God took one of his ribs and closed the flesh at that place. 22. Then the Lord God made the rib he had taken from the man into a woman and brought her to the man. 23. And the man said, "This one, at last, is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. This one will be called woman, for she was taken from man." 24. This is why a man leaves his father and mother and bonds with his wife, and they become one flesh. 25. Both the man and his wife were naked, yet felt no shame. Temptation and fall. Chapter 3. Now the number 1. Now the serpent was the most cunning of all the wild animals that the Lord had made. He said to the woman, "Did God really say you can't eat from any tree in the garden?" Number 2. The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat the fruit from the trees in the garden." Number 3. But about the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden, God said, "You must not eat it or touch it, or you will die." Number 4. No, you will not die, the serpent said to the woman. In fact, God knows that it, when you eat it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. The woman saw that the tree was good for food and delightful to look at, and it was desirable for obtaining wisdom. So she took of its fruit and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. 7. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew they were naked, so they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. Sin's consequence. Number 8. And the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden at the time of evening breeze, and they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. 9. So God, so the Lord God called out to the man and woman, to the man, and said, "Where are you?" And he said, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." 11. Then he asked, "Who told you that you were naked? Did you eat from that tree that I command you not to eat from?" Number 12. The man replied, "The woman you gave to me, she gave me some of the fruit from the tree, and I ate." 13. So the Lord God asked the woman, "What is this you have done?" And the woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate it." 14. So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, you are more cursed more than any livestock, and more than any wild animal. You will move on your belly and eat dust all the days of your life." 15. I will put hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel. 16. He said to the woman, "I will intensify your labor pains. You will bear children with painful effort. Your desire will be for